Hello, I'm Chaplain Larry Crabtree, serving with the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office and the Maryland State Police Leonardtown Barrack.
And I'm Charlie Wharton, one of the chaplains for the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office. And you haven't seen us enough lately, so we thought we'd do something to get us back in your cars or at least on your desktop.
Boy, they're blessed, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I know I am. Hey, well, Charlie, we've been taking some time here to talk about really a common issue with first responders and really with law enforcement officers. We've been dealing with the whole concept of compassion fatigue, and that's this idea of just caring too much, the pain of really caring, which is really what their job's about. They want to make a difference. And we began by talking about a very important way that we can actually deal with the pain of caring too much. And we saw that that was just don't take everything personally. And we've looked at that. But we want to build off that a little bit more and another area that's real significant. So what do you think is another key area that we need to be sensitive to and work on as it relates to this pain of caring too much?
I think one of the important things that we can do is to take care of the things that we can take care of. There's so many things out there over which we don't have any control. And I think that starts to get blended into our satisfaction, our contentment with life when we start to realize there's a great big world out there over which I have no control, and so we start to spiral out of control.
Yeah, you know what? I've been in law enforcement as a chaplain. This is like 26 years, I think, and I know you were a police officer yourself. And one of the things I've seen, I think, perfect example of that are stuff like when administration makes policies. Let's say it's
not everybody agrees with them.
Oh, I know, isn't that a surprise?
I'm shocked.
It happens all the time, and we hear it. And so let's say administration says you have to wear your hat, and whenever you're out of the car, you got to wear your hat. Well, you don't like wearing your hat, and I have watched officers literally come unglued over the fact that they don't want to wear a hat. But you know what? They can't control that policy, and so what's the best way to deal with something like that?
Well, I think that we have two options. Number one, we can accept what is coming down. Well, actually, we have three options. One, we can accept it. Two, we can move on to something else. Or three, we can work within our confines to make a better suggestion of how we can help. And I think it's important to understand where we fit, not only in the rank structure, but also where we fit in what's called unofficial leadership. You know, do we have those opportunities to reach out and help other people, maybe in making changes that are for the good of the organization?
Yeah, because we just can't control everything. That's true in all of life. I don't care what your occupation is. So what happens if we try to control everything?
I think we just get so full that we really have trouble understanding what's important. Let me give you another example, and this is something that we don't talk as much as we should have, or we should, about families. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in our jobs, and what happens is we become so frustrated with the things that we can't control, maybe in our jobs or maybe in society, and then we go home and maybe we try to tighten down too much on what we can control in the family, and that creates some unnecessary stress and issues within the family unit.
Yeah. So this is excellent advice. This is real-world, practical advice to help us deal with just the pressures of really the kind of work that these people are involved in that we care about.
It really is, and again, I believe it's the greatest career that there is. But I think it comes with some very unique challenges that we have to be able to overcome, and to be able to overcome them, we have to understand the impact that it's had on us.
Excellent. Well, I hope you're finding some of our sharing together here helpful. We're glad to have this opportunity. We have some more ideas, some more ways to deal with compassion fatigue that we'll be sharing in the next weeks. But it's been good to be with you today. So always remember, be strong
and be safe.